Hola Familia Humanidad. Hello Familia Humanity. Salut la famille de l'humanité. Who's this? It's Wallace, your brother. Today, on this wonderful, peaceful morning, it's 9 a.m. So I'm first on site because now the site's open at 9. September 25th at CHICANNA. Another beautiful Maya city that we're about to explore. This is all really close to XPUHIL. So there's CHICANNA, there's Becan, there's XPUHIL, there's Hormiguero. All those sites are really close to the little village of XPUHIL, and they are all part of the CALAKMUL region. So all the tiny sites that I'm visiting now were subordinate of the gigantic CALAKMUL. You can watch in the other video. You'll see right away why it was like the capital, why it was the leader in all the Maya city in that region, because it's gigantic. But for now, let's go visit Chicana. Vámonos. Chicana is a Maya site that was mostly built during the late Classic period from 680 to 980, and it was named after its most famous building, structure number 2, which means House of the Serpent Mouth. In a Mayan language, chi means mouth, can means serpent, and na means house. It was named that way because of the giant doorway that represent a serpent deity. This is not structure number 2, but still, the entry, the doorway, is really impressive. And this is the temple that looks the more like a pyramid, but still it's not really large. But you can see the beautiful details at the entry and on the upper levels. This site of Chicana has tons of this. And wait till later in the video when we see structure number 2, you will be amazed by all the details. that they did in solid rocks. I think it's time to go up. We have evidence that proposed that this site was habited around 300 BC and was dependent on the bigger site of Pekang that is only 4 kilometers away. But if you know a little bit more about this region, Bekang was a subordinate of CALAKMUL. So all those small sites around were subordinate of CALAKMUL at a certain level. CHICANNA doesn't have large pyramid, but has a lot of small building with high quality decoration, suggesting it was a meeting site for the elite. That's why on many temples you see really small details and beautiful rock carvings. It's because this site was a place for reunion of the elite. Oh damn. Oh damn. This is huge. Wow. Whoa. This is huge. Why did they do such gigantic doors? Or entry? There was no door, but why so high? Why so high? Oh. Structure 1 and Structure 2 were used for astronomy/solar events. And from radiocarbon dating, we know that those structures were built during the late classic period. What we see over there is structure number 2. Wait till you see all the details. Wait till we go see this. Tons of details. Wow, I wasn't expecting that from CHICANNA. On the map it looked like a small site, almost nothing, but everything. Alright, let's continue. This is intriguing. I saw the same thing, but in Guatemala, at the site called La Florida. So, hypothesis time. It's something to hold something. Because why would you do a space to hook something? And it's a rock, so it's really solid. It's almost impossible to break. It's not like they did this with wood. So it seems like something important was hooked to this rock. What could it be? Prisoners? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. What you are about to see is really, really impressive. What you are about to see, from my analysis, is almost the identical art design as the one in Hormiguero. It represents the mouth of a certain deities. So when you enter that place, it's like you're going in. And I think the Maya referred to this as the gate to the underworld. So when you enter that mouth of that deities, or maybe that god, you are entering the underworld or another dimension. This is why this site is called CHICANNA, and that means the house of the serpent mouth. Because look at this. This is a mouth of a serpent. They're serpent deities. This site has many architectural style, but mainly Riobec style, which is characterized by structures positioned at greater distance. This is why the site is quite large in distance between the temples, but not dense. This is something I never seen before in all the Maya sites that I've visited. It's like a place for a campfire or ceremonial fire. Look it up. No! Wow! It's not for a fire! My early assumption played me. Wow! There's tons of water and it's all perfectly covered with stucco. The name in English? I don't really remember exactly. I'll just call it a hole for water. But that's really good. Look at this. All covered with stucco. Wow. And then here we have a basin, probably to collect rainwater. So probably rainwater collection, and this was a vein of water that was underground already. Wow. That's really nice. First time I see this. CHICANNA was then abandoned in the Terminal Classic around 980, like all the other 45 Maya sites in the same area. And there you go. This was the visit of CHICANNA. Beautiful site. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Especially that last palace that it represents Itzamba. It's like they worshipped the sun back then. Probably all the ancient civilization. I still do, but that's just personal information. And this temple is set up exactly where the sun will seem to rise, but actually arrive every morning. So it's like the rebirth of a soul every day. And that big mouth that you saw represent like when you enter that place, not everyone was permitted or had the access to go inside, but that represent that you are really strong, like a god, and you enter that mouth of that god deity that is the sun. So really impressive stuff. Hope you loved it. Stay awesome, stay bliss, share love, seek knowledge. And I'll see you in the next video at XPUHIL. Adios.